Burning Daylight. Not Safe to Drive at Night by Bob Brown and Ricky Detweiler. Episode 14.
Century, the monument was abandoned after the earthquakes in 1773. The facade of the church and other elements of the monastery collapsed by the middle of the 19th century. Earthquakes, bad.
Louis Mal. Yeah, a lot of rubble caused by a couple of earthquakes. I made it. Big jump. Very scary. All of maybe 2.5 feet. But that's okay. Now we gotta squeeze through this hole. Not anybody can do it. Just people that weigh less than 300 pounds. And don't carry a backpack. A lot of rubble.
It's not every day they let you climb around the ruins.
Yep, Jonathan would have a field day. He'd be up there climbing that wall there. And then he'd probably collapse on top of his head.
Hopefully no bricks loose when he tries it.
The name of these ruins are
Monasterio y Templo de la Recolección.
If he can't do it, I'm not going to even attempt to do it.
Monastery and the Church of the Recollection.
Okay, I'll go.
Monastery and the Church of the Recollection.
Monastery and the Church of the Recollection.
Muy bien.
Uh-oh, going into a dark hole. Danger. Peligro. See, I'm learning a couple words. Very impressive. See if I can do it with the camera. Oh, I touched the wall. Yep, nothing a Ninja Warrior couldn't climb across. They'd probably climb right on down that edge. Now we have to play a game of hide and seek. Where is Ricky hiding? There he is, right there.
Feel the air coming out of the one that's blocked off.
It means there's another entrance or an exit. Some video of what's behind the danger door. We are trying to find out what is behind the danger door. Now we should know the secret to Peligro, the danger door. Widescreen. And this is what is behind the danger door. We're in. There it is. A hidden view. Tilt a little to the right and a little to the left. Ah! Sorry, I couldn't resist. Now we should know the secret to Peligro. The danger door. What? Will you trying that one out?
Just wondering if it has maps or not.
On our trip, we always saw these domes, and this is kind of what a lot of them look like from the inside. Although this one is in dire need of some repair, and it will probably never happen. But it lets some light in, it lets some heat out, and it looks kind of cool from a distance. Although I always think they look like churches. That's the outside of the dome, right there. That's the dome. Feel like I'm in jail, but I don't think this was a jail. Let's go Got bars on that. Window. 2 little windows. And the wall. So I'm assuming maybe this was 2 rooms at one time. There's Ricky playing with his new phone. Guys and their gadgets. And you can see how decorative the ceiling was at one time. That's probably 2.25 inches thick, maybe even 3 inches thick. And at one time, I'm sure, it went across the whole ceiling. As you can see, some remnants of it up here. Just think how many hours it took somebody or some crew or a bunch of people to do that. Now it's all gone. Now that we're done with the ruins, let's go to the market.
See all the ones that are painted up fancy?
Yeah, I know, they're really cool. They all look brand new almost. Little Caesars. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get this.
Check out our seating over here. Start to pan and say, can you guess where we are today? Yeah, we're in Guatemala, but where in Guatemala? Can you guess now? How about now? No?
Now do you know where we are?
Fried chicken, bread, coleslaw. Maybe this will jog your memory. Remember when you used to be able to get fried apple pies at McDonald's? I can't find them anymore in the States. They're always baked. But in Guatemala, they still fry them.
But we still have, yep, there he is, Ronald McDonald in Guatemala. They've got chicken with bones inside of it. Real chicken.
We call it fried chicken in the States.
Yep. They've got these rolls. I don't know if I've ever had a roll at a McDonald's in the States. And Ricky's favorite, if you don't know by now, fried apple pie. Nope, can't get them in the States anymore. It's baked apple pie in the States. And if you could believe this, this had coleslaw in it. Yep, coleslaw. What else have we got?
I already ate all the McPatatas. They're kind of like potato wedges. Yeah, I know. Fried apple pie. The States has all gone to baked, but
This is supposed to be healthier for you.
It's healthier, I know, but this is just so good. Crispy and... oh yeah. Baked doesn't hold the candle to fried.
They still have the supersized drinks.
I guess that's the only thing we ordered that they do have in the States.
McDonald's sells ice cream here.
And this is the McDonald's Mit Cafe.
Yep, Ricky's getting his haircut. He's been wanting to get a haircut all through Mexico. Now hold still. Those blades are sharp.
So it was about like $5 for the haircut. I think he did a good job. seem to do a pretty good job of a lot of things like that here. That's an archway that's real popular. A lot of people paint it.
I'm getting the volcano in the background. Very, very impressed. Look at that. Wow, wonderful. We are currently walking through a tunnel in a hotel that actually goes under the street.
Yep. Santo Domingo Hotel. It's got ruins, and they've incorporated the hotel into the ruins, built it in there.
And there you can see the peak really clear. This is standing in the city, looking out there.
We're gonna head up the mountain to a little breakfast spot, and they have also zip lining and stuff, but the Santo Domingo Hotel has this free shuttle that you can take from the bottom and go all the way up, and they have open seating in the back. It looks like it seats, what, like 12 people? And they made a tube frame with a tent, and there's a couple places up here where the water will drain down the tubes and out.
Bumpy ride. It looks like frosted glass. Looks like they're having a little water problem. Whole side washed out. Custom-made billboard stamps. What is that?
With like all these horses running through it. That's really neat. Took up the whole space here, but
And Ricky's all about Volkswagens, right?
I know that's why he likes this.
Oh, it can bust. It's actually hollow inside. Now I like that one. That's cool. And we got a girl riding on a Volkswagen doing a wheelie. Survivor and his angel. Well, you guys are talking today, aren't you?
Got it.
Now that's original. Looks like it's closing up as you walk around it. Wonder if it's like a sundial or something. Have to go upstairs and look at the ground and see what it looks like.
First automatic labeling machine. Cerveceria Centroamericana. Made in New York. Edward Emerald Company factory. So it labeled the beer bottles. Put the labels on. Look at this tread, almost like the tank track on a tank.
All the gears. And of course you have to have the grease fittings.
I'm surprised it doesn't have more rust on it.
Yep, there's probably a couple of chairs that no one ever sits in. Too hard to get up, need a ladder.
They have a special harness to where instead of going like this, for the real long one, they'll let you do like a Superman, like you're flying.
And that's a fork and spoon, rolling the spaghetti up on the spoon. Well, that's kind of a cool looking flower, hanging upside down. I wonder if they have hummingbirds around here. I bet they do. These must depict Jesus' feet, you know, where they put the nail through his feet on the cross. Kind of different. Roller bearings on the front. Brake pads. We just had breakfast / lunch up at the top of the mountain at your sister's favorite restaurant.
Yeah,
Right, what's it
Santo
called?
Domingo.
Then we're going to pass
The hippie bus.
the hippie bus.
All right.
Here it comes.
There it
There
is.
it is. You know, it's a hippie bus. Still looks kind of cool. Well, these look like horses stolen from a merry-go-round. That whole place is just full of horse carriages. Wonder where the horses are. Where's the horses? Still, much of Antigua is very traditional. All the outfits they wear, but still carrying the stuff on top of their head. Antigua is really famous for their Easter parades, and they're already starting to prepare for it. This looks like a smaller version of the same cross up on the hill. The church is pretty massive. And what's with all the birds? They're just everywhere. Wonder who cleans all this up. The churches still look really good and clean and big and everything, but it's nowhere near as ornate and fancy as all the churches we saw in Oaxaca, Mexico. Well, it's still a pretty cool looking dome, and I guess this is their way of air conditioning, let the heat out the top. And it still has a pretty cool plaster job, and these little antique looking paintings look kind of cool. Not sure what the Jesus in the coffin represents, because he's supposed to be resurrected, so it's a little confusing for me, but anyway. Now this is a true adventurer. Look at all the places he's been. He's got more stickers on his car than paint. Hey, look. There it is. That's the cross we went to, up on the hill. It started this whole trip. Right there. Kind of cool. See it from down here. And this looks kind of different. Big, huge tent outside. Looks like they're getting ready for a wedding. I bet that's what they're doing. It's a wedding. And it's probably not very hard to tell where we are right now. And there's a lot of them. A whole lot of them. Yep, we're in a candle factory. They're making candles. Smells kind of cool in here. Love the smell of wax. These bells snaps around up to there. And they turn these rooms into a restaurant. Look at this, we finally got it. 4 on a motorcycle. 1 infant, 1 toddler, 2 parents, and no helmet. None. 1, 2, 3.
Say cheese, everybody.
Yep, there's a Burger King here.
A little bit of everything.
We even got a Burger King. And a Pops. So, the Pops ice cream you're talking about.
Yeah, it's really good. It's the best ice cream ever.
Best ice cream ever. We got a Kodak. We got a McDonald's right next to each other. There's the McDonald's. And the Burger King is just up the street. I don't think that would pass code in Florida.
Coffee Farms has paintballing and zip lining, and they drive around in those Unimogs like troop carriers, and their paintball stuff is way up in the mountain, so you get to take the Unimog way up in the mountain on these dirt roads for the paintballing or the zip lining. And and then they'll drop you off in town or they'll pick you up in town.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, half the fun's riding in the Unimog.
It's like really polluted.
It seems like everybody's polite until they get in their cars.
It's not too bad though, but it is crazy. You'd never see this in the States. Road construction ahead.
Really? This is what they call road construction?
Yep.
Here we have a baby riding a motorcycle with no helmet, along with the parents. It's legal in Guatemala. 4 people on one motorcycle towing another motorcycle with at least with 3 people on it.
Crazy.
About an hour and a half left in our flight. We're going to go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off. We're expecting a smooth ride for the rest of the duration of the flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for arrival to Fort Lauderdale, please check to see that your seatbelts are securely fastened. If you're seated in emergency exit row, your window shades are open. Your seat back is in its full upright position. Tray tables put away and all of your carrying items stowed completely underneath that seat in front of you.